Today we're going to be talking about a very common problem that a lot of entrepreneurs face, and that's communicating your value. It can feel really uncomfortable to communicate your value when you're brand new in business without feeling like you're a used car salesman, or maybe a braggart, or maybe even an imposter. When you're new in business, you don't have a lot of clients, you don't feel like the super successful person that you want to project. It can feel very uncomfortable to try to stay in that clear, confident, inspired space. So today I'm talking to Drusilla Cowan. She is the co-founder of Survivor Alliance. Survivor Alliance, whose mission is to redefine what it means to be a survivor of sexual assault. And we talked about the same exact problem because she's facing this challenge in her own business. She's new and she starts to get a little bit uncomfortable projecting herself as a clear, confident, inspired leader. So what we did is we took a look at her energy field to find out what was going on in her subconscious mind that's making her have those uncomfortable feelings. So let's talk about what's going on in your energy field now. So I'm going to show you what I saw in your field. Okay. So you've got dark yellow in your throat. So the throat chakra is the center that has to do with volition and commitment. You have dark yellow in your throat chakra, and dark yellow is the color of the third chakra, but the energy is a little bit held back. And the third chakra has to do with confidence and empowerment. So when you have dark yellow in the throat chakra, it feels like a little bit like a comfort zone to stay in this certain level of power and self-empowerment and self-esteem. Mm-hmm. And so in the throat chakra, it's like when you go to communicate or when you go to take an action from this new empowered place, it feels very uncomfortable because it feels like this is not really how I'm used to feeling powerful. This is not how I'm really used to getting my self-esteem in this way. You know, it's kind of like a comfort zone around what makes you feel good as a person. And speaking out doesn't feel comfortable, and it can simply be that you are not comfortable with that level of power yet, of being a founder, of being a leader, of being outspoken. And the second thing I'm seeing is you have this dark red color in your heart chakra, and the heart chakra is self-love and self-esteem. Really good about ourselves if we feel really if we have healthy self-love towards ourselves, that will be reflected back to us in our relationships, in having that healthy self-love mirrored back to us. But if we had experiences as a child, and this happens to a lot of us, where we maybe got messages that made us conflicted about loving ourselves, you know, and a big one, I think, especially for women, is you can't love yourself as a leader. You know, that's not okay to be a leader. So loving yourself in that role, or feeling like this is how I need to love myself, there can be a complete split and kind of a disconnect about that even being safe, because women are not supposed to be leaders. Women are not supposed to be outspoken. So when you go to do this, your heart chakra just freaks out a little bit because it actually doesn't feel safe for you to do it on a certain level. Even though your soul is like screaming, please, you need to love yourself in this certain way, the programming is going, oh my God, that's not safe. You better not do that. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So then the next thing I see is you have this dark blue in your third chakra. So the third chakra is the color. I'm sorry, the third chakra is the energy center that rules personal power and empowerment and self-esteem. Okay. Leaders have a really clear, strong third chakra. Okay. Your third chakra, when you go to stepping into that leader role and communicating from that leader role, goes dark blue. So dark blue is the color that has to do with authority energy. Authority energy that you learned was, this is the right way to do it, or this is what you should do, or this is how you should be. And in this case specifically, this is how you should be powerful or not. You know, it's a should. And so when, as women, I mean, I'm just coming back to women because a lot of this is female programming. I mean, it just is. As women, we are pretty much programmed that we're supposed to be powerful, like in the home and taking care of other people, but powerful in terms of like a political force or powerful in terms of a leader of a movement is kind of a big no-no, you know? I mean, it still is. I mean, it's time for women to be empowered and feel good and feel okay about it. Does that make sense to you in terms of what's going on for you in this situation?
Yeah, a lot of it. So I definitely resonate with, I mean, the different, all three parts, but the part that's standing out the most, I guess, is the authoritarian figure. And like you're saying, like the way we're taught to lead and how I feel when I think of leaders, I think of these very strong, like commandeering people. And I'd like to step into that, but I don't feel like that is me. Yeah, I just think there's a huge inner struggle, and that's
Right.
what I'm constantly battling.
Okay, great. So that's probably going to focus a lot of work around that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a clearing statement. We're going to do some energy work to clear out this energy pattern that's in your auric field right now, because it's pretty much controlling your energy when you go into a situation like this. Okay. So the clearing statement we're going to use is, I can step into my power and lead and inspire the people I am meant to serve. Okay, Drew. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do some tapping. Okay. If you're not familiar with tapping, tapping is an energy healing technique that we tap on the points while we're saying the clearing statement, and that up levels our energy. It releases blocks in the energy system and emotional blocks. So we're going to start by tapping on the karate chop point. And it's right here on the side of the hand. And then just repeat after me. Even though I have this fear.
Even though I have this fear.
That I can't step into my power.
That I can't step into my power.
And lead and inspire the people I'm meant to serve.
And lead and inspire the people I am meant to serve.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Okay, great. So now we're going to tap on the beginning of the eyebrow, right at the beginning, the eyebrow over there. No. And then we're just going to repeat again. This fear that I can't step into my power.
This fear that I can't step into my power.
And lead and inspire the people I'm meant to serve.
And lead and inspire the people I am meant to serve.
Okay, so now we're tapping on the side of the eye. Okay. This fear that I can't step into my power.
This fear that I can't step into my power.
And lead and inspire the people I'm meant to serve.
And lead and inspire the people I am meant to serve.
Okay, very good. So now we're going to tap under the eye. And we're going to tap under the eye. Okay. This fear that I can't step into my power.
This fear that I can't step into my power.
And lead and inspire the people I'm meant to serve.
And lead and inspire the people I'm meant to serve.
Okay, great. So now we're going to tap under the nose, right above the lip. Okay. This fear that I can't step into my power.
This fear that I can't step into my power.
And lead and inspire the people I'm meant to serve.
And lead and inspire the people I am meant to serve.
Okay, great. So now we're going to tap under the lip, right in the middle of the chin there. Or if you had a cleft in the chin, you tap right there. This fear that I can't step into my power.
This fear that I can't step into my power.
And lead and inspire the people I'm meant to serve.
And lead and inspire the people I am meant to serve.
Okay, great. So now we're going to tap on the collarbone, where the collarbones come together in the front. Okay. This fear that I can't step into my power.
This fear that I can't step into my power.
And lead and inspire the people I'm meant to serve.
And lead and inspire the people I am meant to serve.
Okay, now we're tapping under the arm, which is right under the armpit. So I'm going to show this one because this is...
So this fear that I can't step into my power.
And lead and inspire the people I'm meant to serve.
And lead and inspire the people I am meant to serve.
Okay, great. Now we're going to tap on the top of the head.
Okay.
Last point. This fear that I can't step into my power.
This fear that I can't step into my power.
And lead and inspire the people I'm meant to serve.
And lead and inspire the people I am meant to serve.
Okay, excellent. Okay. Okay, now Drew, how are you feeling now?
Feeling a little bit lighter, as if like there's less kind of like weighing me down or holding me back.
Yeah.
And like I especially feel that like in the like my third chakra area, like it feels clearer, you know?
So this statement, I would recommend that you would use this statement like 3 or 4 times until you really feel cleaned out and you really feel your energy get stronger around this area. And then if any other thoughts come in around this, you can spontaneously tap on any thoughts and feelings that come up. But this is a great start for you to start to clean out this, because a lot of times once you're more clear on what the actual conflict is, it kind of gives you a whole nother perspective from which to approach it and start to dissolve those inner conflicts. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Great. Thank you, Drew, and thank you for watching, and and have a fabulous day.